wanna talk, I've got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of the 2017 NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Rams. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On first down, it's gone. And his first look is incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Woods the receiver in motion left. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Throwing on third. Goff to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
The Indianapolis Colts offense in 2016 continued to be a hard one to prepare for, because they had Andrew Luck back almost full-time and terrific weapons on the outside led by T.Y. Hilton. But the surprise to me, only 23rd in the league in rushing, despite a
blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. On first down, it's Gore. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, here's Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And again, it's Turbin. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief from a yard out. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, LA. Tavon Austin, 94 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Charles, let's talk about these Indianapolis Colts as their offense comes back out. You know, they seem to be on a steady rise a few years back. 3 straight 11-5 seasons have been followed, though, by back-to-back 8-8 years. So not good in a relatively weak AFC South.
They used to run that division. That was theirs to lose. Now they're trying to get back to the top. And I think that they figured out that, hey, Andrew Luck at quarterback, that guides us in a big way. We're fine on offense. They spent their first 3 draft picks in 2017 all on defense. 2 secondary guys and a pass rusher, Malik Hooker being the top guy. They expect that to help them win the AFC South.
On the draw, Luck gives to Gore. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Luck on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. Well, he didn't even have that in the previous 3 seasons.
Well, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New Orleans, really opened things up, didn't it?
Yeah, and Dwayne Allen's been shipped off to New England, so Jack Doyle, truly tight end 1.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Gore again here on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Brockers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Luck now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The Colts send out their punter. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. For the Rams, let's take a peek back to 2016. It was their first season in L.A. since '94. Didn't go as planned. While they started the year 3-1, they wound up losing 11 of their final 12. And as a franchise, the Rams have now missed the playoffs 12 straight years. Only Cleveland and Buffalo have longer streaks.
Last year was such a crazy year for the Rams. Look, so many expectations being back in L.A., but it's really a year of being unsettled. People had to find places to live, training camp facilities. How do you even get to the airport? They had to take a bus everywhere, to the airport, to the stadium for home games, you name it. This year should be a little bit easier for them. Brand new coaching staff in place, and I really think that the young quarterback Jared Goff has a chance to make a big-time jump. The guy I'm looking forward to watching, a rookie receiver out of Eastern Washington, Cooper Kupp. I'm saying 60 catches or more his rookie year.
Wow, going on the record. From the gun on third down, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. The Rams dead last in the NFL last year on third down conversions, just 32%, but they come through there.
They've got a much better chance of that number rising this year for a variety of factors. Of course, they're going to get their quarterback, Jared Goff, going. But the big part is, last season, they were really a one-trick pony on offense. Now they'll be much more varied under new head coach Sean McVay.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver in Kenny Britt out wide, but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuck the run game.
Yeah, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And some space here. Room to run inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Gall. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Al Woods able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun. Goff. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Luck. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On 1st down, it's Luck. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
On 1st down, Luck. That is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10, Luck again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kamar Aiken, his first touchdown at a Colts uni. And the Colts have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to get this one to the rookie, Cooper Kupp. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Again, Goff. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Goff throwing again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The quick slant caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. On the keeper, here's Goff. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop it for a loss of about 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on second down, this is Gore. Gore hit. He lost the football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground. Corner as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Slot man moves right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Just beating the play clock is gone. And this is caught by Watkins. 18 yards there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second down is gone. And that'll be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Malik Hooker, the rookie safety, his first NFL pick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Following the penalty, it's Gore. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
And he just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
From the 50, it's Luck. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
In motion left goes a tight end. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's gone. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Another carry now for Gore. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust?
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Robert Quinn in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. The tight end changing his position. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A shotgun snap for Goff. Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sammy Watkins, 37 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Dante Moncrief. He and the offense getting ready to go again here. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation, because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seen the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 29.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable out there. He was an All-American as a Trojan in 2011.
Yeah, really trained to be an NFL player. I mean, he watched a lot of NFL cut-ups and tapes of wide receivers while he was in college before joining them on this stage.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before you get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Luck now to throw. They go with a screen to Gore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Luck. He's got Gore. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Frank Gore, the ageless one, over 1,000 yards last year. He's the first running back age 33 or older to top 1,000 since John Riggins way back in '83.
So what he's done is he's made the case for running backs who are approaching 30 that there is life on the other side of that number, because many think once you hit 30, you're going to decline.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And, Charles, you talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. That wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was a long-distance kick.
Brandon, it shows you the faith that this coaching staff has in their kicker. You're right. If this goes wrong, you're going to give up the ball near midfield. But that was an absolute rainmaker, and it's going to give them a late lead.
Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talent. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
And he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You have that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And the big tight end shifting around. Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Henry Anderson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep.